Hello and welcome back. In this lesson, we are going to focus on appropriate prepositions. Before going in details, let me clear your concept about what a preposition is. A preposition is a word placed before a noun or pronoun to show its relation with some other words in a sentence. For example, in, on, at, into, over, beside. These are some examples of prepositions. Today we are going to do a lesson on the prepositions of place. So we are going to look on when we use in, on, at when we are talking about places. So the first situation is at. When we use the word at, we use the word at to mean a specific point or place. So we say at the top of the stairs, at the bottom of the stairs. We say the baby at the door, likewise at the window, at the end of the street. We use the preposition at to mean an exact address. An exact address is when we know the name of the street and also the number of the street. For example, he lives at 22 Oxford Street. Here we know the number, that is 22, and here also we know the name of the street, the Oxford Street. So we say he lives at 22 Oxford Street. But if we don't know the number of the street, we only know the name of the street, then we can't say he lives at Oxford Street. This is incorrect. We have to say he lives on Oxford Street because we don't know the exact number. We only know the name of the street. So we must say he lives on Oxford Street. We use at when we mean event. For example, we say at a party. He is at a party. At a conference. They are at a conference. We say at a meeting. They are at a meeting. We say at a concert. They are at a concert. We also use the preposition at to mean the building where an event or activity takes place. For example, at the cinema. We can say they are at the cinema. We say at the library. They are at the library. We say at the town hall. He is at the town hall. We say at the police station. They are at the police station. We also use the preposition at to mean somebody's house. For example, we say he is at Tanim's house. Tina lives at her parents' house. We also use at to mean a stop on a journey. For example, we say we stopped at a nice village. The train to Mymensingh stops at Gophergon. So we use at to mean some standard expressions. For example, he is at school. He is at home. He is at university. He is at work. He is at reception. He is at church. So look at this example, boys. Here we said at school, at home, at university, at work, at reception, and so on. We don't say at the school, at the home, at the university. We don't say the because this is incorrect. Likewise, he is at the home. We don't say he is at the home. Rather, we say he is at home. And if we say he is at the home, and this is incorrect. So now come to the discussion, that is the use of on. So we use on to mean some surface. For example, we say on the wall. The picture is on the wall. We say on the ceiling. There is something on the ceiling. Here are another example. On the floor. She is dancing on the floor. On the blackboard. The teacher is writing something on the blackboard. My book is on the table. I'm writing something on the page. So, we use on to mean something attached to something else. For example, she is wearing a ring on her finger. So look at to this photograph, dear students. There is a finger. This is a finger. And this is a ring. And we say she is wearing a ring on her finger. So we also say there are 5 mangoes on the tree. We use on to mean the coast, rivers, and roads. For example, we say Brighton is a town on the south coast of England. We say London is on the River Thames. That means London is situated, the city London is situated next to the River Thames. But we don't say London is next to the River Thames. But we say London is on the River Thames because Thames is a river and London is situated next to the Thames. We say to mean we say um, London is on the River Thames. He lives on Oxford Street, and we discussed this matter earlier because in the case we don't know the exact address, we only know the name of the street, we don't know the number. In this case, we say he lives on Oxford Street. We use on to mean some standard expressions. For example, we say on a farm, on the left, on the right, on the ground floor, on the first floor, on the second floor. You know, dear boys, we have some floors in the building. When we want to mean the floors, then we say Ria lives on the ground floor. David lives on the first floor. Mark lives on the second floor. So when a song is telecasting on the radio, then we say a song is telecasting on the radio. On is used here. And also we say there is a film on television. And also we say on a ship. Now we will talk about the uses of in. We say we use in when we want to mean an enclosed space or a large place with boundaries. You say that in the bag or in the bedroom. The bag is in the bedroom. In the garden, you say he is playing in the garden. In the forest, here is an example. He is playing in the forest. In the park, maybe you can say the car is parking in the park. So you can say in the desert, they are thirsty while they are crossing. So we use in in the case of towns or city. Suppose we say he lives in Dhaka. Dhaka is a city or a town. We can say he lives in Dhaka. Lisa lives in the village. They are in London to visit the Tower Bridge. So we use in to mean some standard expressions. We say in the newspaper, in bed, in hospital. So we say he is lying in the bed. He is in hospital. But we don't say he is in the hospital. This is incorrect. We say he is in hospital. In prison, in the sky. The bird is flying at large in the sky. In a photograph. So this is an exception. Sit in an armchair. So when you are talking about armchair, then you have to use the preposition in. And in the natural case, when you mean a chair, then you can say he sits on a chair or he sits on a stool. But in the case of armchair, you have to say he sits in an armchair. This is an exception. In the water, in the sea. So there are some more uses of at, in, and on. So we say at 5 p.m., at 4 p.m., at dawn, at midnight, and so on. In is used like this: in 1990, in April, in winter, and in the morning. On is used like this: on Sunday, on Saturday morning, on the 5th January, on the New Year's Day, or on the Christmas Eve. So here you have practice 1 regarding the use of this at, in, and on. And here you have practice 2 on the basis of this lesson. So try to do it by yourself, dear boys. So if you have confusion, you can ask me in the comment box. So that's all for today. Take care. Stay home. Stay safe.